Hey y'all, welcome back to Nini's Texas Kitchen. Today we're going to make a batch of shortbread cookies. So this is a really simple, easy recipe. The one I'm going to make is just a small batch, so you can double it and it'll give you about 3 dozen cookies. So what you're going to need if you want to make the small batch is 1 stick of softened butter, and I have that here and it's already soft. You're going to need 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and 1 1/4 cups of sifted flour, so I've already sifted it. So first thing you need to do is make the dough, and then you let it chill in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So we're going to do that real quick, and then we'll chill it and come back and show you what to do next. So I just put my softened butter into my stand mixer, and you can do it by hand or with a hand mixer if you want to. Either way is fine. I'm going to cream my butter first. Get it kind of soft and fluffy. And then I will add my sugar. I want to cream that all together really good until it gets fluffy. Doesn't take too long. And I'm using salted butter, so I don't need to add any salt. But if you use unsalted butter, you might want to put like an 1/8 or a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt in yours. So I'm going to add my flour about 1/3 at a time and start out slow so it doesn't fling everywhere. And this is going to make you want it to be a smooth mixture, but it's going to be pretty stiff. So you may not be able to add all the flour in this way. You may have to add some of it in by hand or using like a wooden spoon, which is normal. And I'm going to need to get something to scrape that butter off my paddle, like so. That's normal. Now it's mixing in even better. So now I'll add some more flour, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest. I did it in halves instead of thirds. I usually do thirds, but this is a small batch, so halves should be okay. And then just keep your spoon in case when you're mixing it, you need to scrape off your paddle again. And it's supposed to look kind of crumbly, but when you press it together, it'll stick together like in a ball. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what they mean by short, because it's supposed to be crumbly and short, but it'll adhere together whenever you combine it. Some more stuff to scrape off my paddle, like so. All right, so we're going to finish mixing this together, and when I get all the butter combined to my satisfaction, we'll come back and show you what we got, and then we'll put it in the fridge to chill. All right, y'all, so our mixture is all combined together, and as you can see, when you press it, it sticks together, which is what you want. So all I'm going to do is turn it out onto a piece of plastic wrap, like so. And I'm just going to compress it together into a ball. this. It's supposed to be real crumbly. That's normal. And then I'm just going to chill it for like 30 minutes in the fridge, and before I kind of roll it out, and then I'm going to just cut it with little rounds to make little round fluted cookies like such. And we'll heat our oven to 300 and bake them for about 20 minutes or so until they're nice and crisp, but not too dark. So we'll be back when we're ready to do the next step. All right, y'all, we're back, and I just took the dough out of the refrigerator, and I'm just gonna try to flatten it down a little bit like so. And then I'm gonna roll it slightly, and then you might have to press everything back together. But you want it to be about 1/3 of an inch thick. So not too thick, not too thin. And then just keep arranging it. And then take your cutter, and you might need a spatula or something to pick it up with. And I have a silicone mat in my baking tray, and I'm just going to cook it on that. And if you don't want anything to, you don't want nonstick spray or anything like that. And the number of cookies that you get out of this is just going to depend on how big you cut them and all that. And then you just keep doing that, and then you can press all the stuff back together to cut some more. You want them about 1 inch apart or so on your cookie sheet. So I'm going to finish cutting these, and then I'm going to put them in the oven at 300 degrees and bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're a light golden brown. So when we get to that point, we'll come back and show you what we got. All right, y'all, our shortbread cookies are done. I just took them out of the oven. I baked them for 25 minutes just to make sure they got nice and done, and they're good. So now all I'm going to do is take some powdered sugar, icing sugar, and I'm just going to sprinkle them like so, just to give them a little extra something on top. It just makes it, I need to put more icing sugar in my container. Not wanting that, there it goes. It was hung. And then, no more. All I'm going to do is take them off the sheet and put them onto the rack underneath to cool. And then we'll finish letting them cool before we eat them later. You can make them whatever shape you want. They're just little shortbread cookies. And they'll be crisp once they cool. And I got a baker's dozen out because I kind of used a bigger cookie cutter, but you could probably get 16 or 18 if you used a little bit smaller one than I did. But either way, doesn't matter. And that's all she wrote. Just a quick, easy, simple little buttery cookie. So if you enjoyed my video showing you how to make homemade shortbread cookies, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Go hit that subscribe button. Go back and watch my other videos, and I appreciate all you guys watching. We'll see y'all next time in Nini's Texas Kitchen.